Hello and welcome to Gutted. I'm Aleece.
And I'm Tony, and we're here to spill our guts about horror film trailers.
And today we have another horror trailer review for you all. We'll be reviewing the trailer for The Substance, set to be released September 20th of 2024. This film is directed and written by CORALIE FARGEAT.
Wow, good job pronouncing that name.
Thank you. I looked it up.
Correct.
I looked it up.
Let's preview that trailer.
One single injection unlocks your DNA and will release another version of yourself. This is The Substance.
I'm Sue.
You're hired.
Let's go.
A perfect balance of 7 days each. The one and only thing not to forget. You are one. You can't escape from yourself.
There's been a slight misuse of the substance.
This balance is not working.
Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop?
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You have to control yourself! Old, fat, disgusting!
People are gonna love that.
People are gonna love that.
People are going to love that. Well, are ya?
Yeah, the movie is a bold and audacious takedown of the crazy beauty standards that we have today.
Yeah.
But I would say that trailer was bold and audacious in its font usage.
Yeah, very bold font usage.
And
What was
also,
that?
I think it was just like Helvetica, but it was really
Helvetica,
bold.
all caps.
It told me it's like, this is the best horror movie of the year. And it had so
Honestly,
much force, I believed it.
It was very forceful. I cannot tell you what those little snippets said anymore. Like when I first read them, I was like, I'm going to read all of these. And now I've forgotten all of them.
I know one was,
Audacious.
this is the performance of Demi Moore's career.
Yeah. And said that Margaret Qualley was good.
All right. Awesome.
The Substance, written and directed by CORALIE FARGEAT. And you may recognize her name from a movie that came out in 2017 called Revenge.
Not to be confused with Prevenge.
Not Prevenge. No, that was also a good movie. I enjoyed both of them. It's that one with the poster and she has the bold, iconic pink star earring and she's wielding a shotgun.
Yes. If you haven't seen it, I believe it's on Shudder.
It is on Shudder.
Definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I would say out of revenge movies that have come out in the past 5 to 10 years, that one is probably one of the best ones. This is only her second feature-length film that she's written and directed. It looks pretty good, and I believe one of the quotes was epic. It does look pretty epic.
Yeah. The trailer font was epic.
Trailer
and in my
font was
face.
epic.
Also the soundtrack with that like really buzzy.
Is that dubstep?
It's like, is that dubstep?
Are they bringing dubstep back?
I don't know if I could tell you what dubstep is.
I don't think I know. I don't think I ever knew. I'm just going to quickly go over who's in it and then we can go over what's happening.
Okay.
Margaret Qualley plays Sue. Dennis Quaid plays Harvey. We know him from Reagan and many things, but most recently Reagan.
Reagan? Oh,
Okay.
He played Ronald Reagan.
He's playing Ronald Reagan in the new biopic that's coming out.
That's all I know him from.
That's
I've never
all.
heard of this actor
Who
before.
is this? Dennis
Quaid?
Yeah, and Margaret Qualley, she's been in quite a few things recently. She was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. as well as Drive Away Dolls and Poor Things.
Oh.
Demi Moore. We all know Demi Moore. Most recently, I know her from a movie called Corporate Animals, which is also on Shudder. She has quite a funny role in this horror comedy, Corporate Animals.
I know her from Striptease.
You do?
Yeah.
was
Remember
trying
she
to-
came out, she'd just gotten her boob job and she had like really round and hard boobs.
She did have very globular boobs in Striptease, but I was trying to remember if I was thinking of Showgirls or Striptease. But I think I always get those two confused. They came out around the same time, but yeah, Striptease is the one. That was a good one. I like Striptease.
Striptease, Ving Rhames, Demi Moore, Showgirls,
And a really cool python.
Elizabeth, Saved by the Bell lady,
Yeah, Elizabeth Berkley.
Berkeley.
Yeah. A couple other names that I don't recognize, but Hugo Diego Garcia plays Diego and Oscar Lesage plays Troy.
Oscar. Oh, Troy. Okay.
We always say the first 5 billing, but I don't recognize those last 2.
So we got some newcomers to the
Some
game. But, you know,
newcomers.
a lot of people I've noticed are in a lot of TV shows that maybe we just haven't seen. Because there have been a lot of times where it's like, I kind of recognize that person, but I haven't seen them in a horror movie and I don't recognize their name.
Yeah. Oscar Lesage, who plays Troy, he's been in The Crown, which I watched the first couple seasons, but I can't say that I recognize him. Hugo Diego Garcia plays Tony in a movie called Tony. So might be up your alley. Tony.
I feel like I should know
You
that.
should
But,
probably
oh
watch
well.
it.
What's happening in this trailer? So we have Demi Moore, and it looks like she is struggling with her age. She wants to do something to maybe make herself appear younger.
She's trying to biohack.
Trying to do some sort of, I don't know, it's some sort of death becomes her kind of thing where she's like taking some sort of glowing
Some,
substance. I think that's maybe like boiled down Mountain Dew.
yeah,
You
like
got to inject that.
bright green elixir of stem cells.
Yeah. And if you inject this into your body, boom, you become Margaret Qualley.
Exactly.
Qualley?
Margaret Qualley.
Qualley.
You become young and audacious.
Young, hot with a wedgie.
With
Boom.
a smooth butted wedgie.
Do you think that was a butt double?
A butt double?
Or do you think that's her actual butt?
Is that her real butt? I don't know. It's pretty smooth. She also might have been doing that trick where you wear leggings underneath a bathing suit to make it look smoother.
Huh.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
you put concealer on your butt.
Okay.
I don't know.
She just has a really toned butt. But she's wearing aerobics gear. We have Dennis Quaid. This guy, he's like eating really sloppily. And you hear all his
Unctuous.
mouth sounds. And
Disgusting.
he looks like someone who has aged.
I thought that was a funny part of the trailer where Demi Moore and Dennis Quaid look roughly the same age, yet Demi Moore's the one that is in a conundrum as far as her age, whereas Dennis Quaid can be as disgusting and nasty as he wants to be. And he's the one telling Demi, this is what you should do to be looking better.
Right. So I'm wondering if maybe she was previously some sort of actor or star of some sort. And now she's aging and she's doing anything that she can to get back in that spotlight.
Fight it. And so he gives her this bright green, I don't know, Hulk elixir. And someone says you get 7 days on, 7 days off. I'm assuming that means 7 days as your elder self and 7 days as Margaret Qualley. You're both the same person.
Or are you?
Or are you?
We don't know. These are
Exactly.
things, questions left unanswered by the trailer. Are they the same person? They roughly look like they could be versions of each other in movie world, you know?
They're both brunette white ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So could be. But Margaret Qualley goes by Sue. She does not go by Demi Moore's character name, which is Elizabeth Sparkle. That's a cute name.
That is a cute name. Also, other things that I saw in the trailer, this substance has to become addicting in some way.
abused.
So we get the like quick trailer cutscenes where there's all these things going on. I see dilated pupils and I see like a Requiem for a Dream kind of like injection, dilated pupils. It
There's
looks like
crying,
she's grabbing at her face. And
full breakdown, rubbing off the lipstick, getting on the teeth. That's when you know you don't care, when you get it on the teeth.
so something crazy is going to go down because of the substance.
And she does have that moment where she calls somebody on the phone. She says, there's been a slight misuse of the substance.
She sounds like a crackhead.
What does that mean? Did she prolong her 7 days or did Margaret Qualley prolong it?
Totally one of those things where they're like, if you use this for 7 days only, you're going to look super hot. Everyone's going to love you. But if you use it for 8 days, be careful. There's a consequence. And of course, she's going to
push it.
Pop in that last injection.
Yeah, she's going to push it.
What does the movie remind you of from the trailer?
So we did an indie spotlight recently on a film of horror vignettes called The Nexus.
Oh, so a little Nexus shout out.
Shout out to The Nexus. There is a short film within The Nexus called Badonk. And there is an elixir, or there's pills in the short film Badonk, where if you take enough, it gives you a nice round bottom. And
like a BBL?
It gives you a BBL through pill form. And of course, this person in the short film of Badonk, they abuse this drug. Anyway, it reminds me of Badonk from The Nexus.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Indie Spotlight shout out. How about you?
I think I already said Death Becomes Her.
Yeah.
It's the classic story, a movie from the 90s, Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep.
Bruce Willis.
Where there's a substance that can make you eternally beautiful. But of course, it always comes with some sort of caveat or some sort of negative thing.
You can't abuse your body. You got to take care of it.
Exactly. Seems pretty obvious from the trailer. But Demi Moore is going to be offered the substance and she's going to abuse it. Maybe she gets aggressive and people start dying. Maybe like something starts happening with her body and her body is rejecting the substance. So I have a feeling that there is going to be a body horror element to this movie. And a lot of that prediction is based off of the poster, which we'll get into later.
I have a prediction based off the poster as well.
I feel like the poster gives out a lot of information and it's a really cool poster, but it's kind of like the poster for the movie Audition, where it's like, all right, it's showing you exactly what's going to happen. And maybe that's okay. Because maybe it's one of those movies where there's not really like a big lead up.
Maybe the reveal doesn't matter. It's just watching the process.
Exactly.
Is what matters.
Yeah. Which that could be fun. That could be okay.
I agree. Because I think initially just from watching the trailer, I thought, oh, okay, it's going to be kind of a werewolf type thing where you take this elixir and then you're transformed into this young, hot thing. Kind of like with Death Becomes Her, where it's like in that movie, we saw the transformation happen before our eyes. We saw the boobs just lifting themselves, the butt lifting and tightening right in front of us. And I thought that's what we're going to see. I thought we're going to see Demi Moore, just her body getting sucked in and miniaturized into a Margaret Qualley package. But then after looking at the poster, I see a woman on the floor. Her back is to us. She's laying down and all along her spinal column are stitches. And I mean, they're not very good stitches. Like it's kind of gaping open. We can see the reddish, almost bloodiness in between each stitch. And so it makes it look like this person on the floor is wearing a skin suit.
Yes.
So part of my prediction involves this skin suit. Dennis Quaid said, remember, you are one and the same. This substance will release another part of you. So it's like, okay, I think this substance is very literally going to release this tiny Margaret Qualley out of Demi Moore's body, so that Margaret Qualley can walk around for 7 days. And I think there's going to be a great suspension of reality here. There's going to be a moment of like, okay, obviously there's not a tiny person inside us all that just gets released with this substance. But for the sake of this movie, yes, that happens. We're just going to allow that to happen. We're going to be like, how does this tiny person get out? Who cares? We just want to see it happen.
We just want to see the chaos that ensues.
We just ensues. Dink.
Oh, yeah, because her name is Sue.
Yeah. We just want to see Sue come out as the alter ego of Demi Moore and just this manifestation, this literal alter ego of Demi Moore's character walking around town.
Yeah. So what do you make of, in the trailer, it says a brutal takedown of the insane beauty standards, something like that. I can't remember exactly the wording.
Yeah, it's very flashy.
I think it was a Screen Rant quote. So Screen Rant's already seen the movie.
They got advanced passes.
Yeah.
Good job, Screen Rant.
So, what do you think about the takedown of insane beauty standards of the modern era where everything is on social media and there's filters that make everyone look perfect and people know how to contour their faces
You can contour, you can get bunny ears.
Yeah. I actually have a contoured face right now. Can you tell?
He worked really hard on it. Can you see his shadowing?
For those who are listening, you're going to have to watch on YouTube to see.
Watch on YouTube.
If I did, in fact, contour.
To see Tony's flawless alter ego. I mean, it's not the first movie to claim to, take down beauty standards. I feel like media has been trying to subvert or take down or reject or hyperbolize beauty standards ever since the 80s or probably prior, since advertising.
Okay.
With advertising, there's always been the devil's advocate of advertising, as there is with any medium.
Okay.
So there's always been that question of, okay, what is beauty? And I don't think this is a new concept, but does it look thrilling? Yes. Do I want to see it? Yes.
So what is it about the trailer or the movie that hooked you?
It looks stylish.
Looks stylish, like the sort of in-your-face camera, the fisheye extreme, like very up close shot of Dennis Quaid chewing
And the sound of him smacking on his, I don't even know what he's eating, shrimp cocktail. Something
How about
gross.
the scene of Demi Moore in the mirror and she's pulling at her face and she kind of reminds me of the Joker in a way.
Yeah, almost ripping off her makeup, not even just wiping it, just ferociously ripping off her lipstick.
Right.
With her fingers.
We also have a scene, I'm just remembering right now, it's coming to, of a billboard of her, and there's a crew that's literally ripping her face off to take down her poster.
Yeah, she's done. She's a has-been, apparently.
Yeah. And then there's another scene where there's this big, beautiful portrait of her, and somebody throws something at the portrait and it breaks the glass right at the face. So
Just
a lot having to do with the face here,
trying to maul the face. What is beauty in regard to the face? Is it just the face? I do feel like, as far as trying to question what is beauty, I feel like ageism is one of those topics where we're still trying to biohack. And I listened to a podcast by accident where
about biohacking?
About biohacking and how like the term biohacking is flawed in itself. Like the fact that we feel like that our body is something that we need to hack into to try to change or trick is a flawed thought. And so just the concept of biohacking, it's not just trying to skirt death, it's trying to skirt aging altogether, trying to skirt the quote unquote ugliness that comes with getting older.
Right.
And so I feel like this movie obviously deals with age in relation to beauty, specifically age. And I think that is a concept that is still very much not accepted.
Everyone knows the easiest way to live forever is just to drink some vampire blood.
Just drink vampire blood or an elixir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it looks like concentrated Mountain Dew or like some sort of glow stick, there's going to be problems. But if it looks like blood, you're going to be good.
Oh no, I feel like we're getting into bloodborne pathogens now. So don't drink people's blood.
I don't know if I really made a prediction. I made sort of an observation that was very obvious. You made a very lengthy prediction and then also like a sort of, I don't know, conceptual prediction.
Yeah. Okay. No, my very clear prediction is that Demi Moore has a suit that she's going to literally unzip from behind and let out Margaret Qualley.
So she has to stitch herself up every single time Margaret comes out.
She's got to get stitched up every time. That's why in the preview, she's constantly wearing these like high-necked clothing items.
Oh, interesting.
She's got to hide those stitches.
It's almost like shedding your skin as if you were a snake.
Exactly.
Huh. Yeah, that was my question. Are they the same person? Is it like a Freaky Friday thing or is it like an Avatar situation? I like your idea though, that there's some young, hot person living inside of you and all you have to do is mutilate your skin
spinal
and
column.
flesh.
Yeah.
Rip out your spine and out comes some other person.
Out comes your alter ego. Sue. How does she get her back in there though?
I think maybe it's a one-time deal.
Well, no, it only lasts for 7 days. So it's like after 7 days, you got to unlock your back again. Be like, all right, Sue, hop on in. I don't know. Maybe there's a team involved.
There's going to be some definite suspension of reality.
I think so.
Here. Based off of the trailer, it looked pretty solid. I had not really heard of this movie. We saw the trailer for this just recently in the theaters. The trailer was just like, boom. And I was like, oh, this looks awesome.
I will say that trailers this year have been great. Like starting with Love Lies Bleeding. That was an amazing trailer. And I think, so Love Lies Bleeding was great. First Omen had a great trailer. This was a great trailer. I feel like those trailers where they're really almost making like a short music video. Those are the ones that have been grabbing me lately.
So shout out to all you trailer editors out there doing great work. Keep it up.
Good job, guys. One day we're going to go to the Golden Trailer Awards.
Exactly.
Cheer you on. Going to the poster rating, let's see, we kind of already looked at it. We have The Substance, and we have that person lying on the bathroom floor, head laying on a towel folded nicely. We can't
A fully
see.
tiled bathroom floor.
Fully tiled from ceiling to bathtub to floor, white square tiles.
Yeah, it has a sci-fi feel to it. It almost feels like 2001 Space Odyssey style, or in a way like a cleaner version of the Saw room or something like that.
Yeah, like a really stylish Saw room.
Yeah, there's that bold font again.
Bold font
Boom.
and a quote from IndieWire that says absolutely effing insane.
Damn. Okay, so if it's absolutely effing insane, and
Guess-
IndieWire is telling me this in some
IndieWire.
crazy bold font, sold.
Gotta be bold, gotta be crazy. Solid poster. What kind of merch would you want from the poster and or film?
I'm getting a shot glass.
A shot glass of what?
It just says The Substance, and I want to take shots of Mountain Dew.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was kind of thinking I want like an eye firming cream.
Eye firming cream.
Yeah, because I want some sort of substance that's going to placate my narcissistic beauty needs.
Okay.
And it'll be like ironic that like this film's trying to take down beauty standards, yet it's shelling out eye firming cream. Wouldn't that be funny? That would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I think it'd be ironic if it's like, yeah, this movie's trying to take down the beauty standards, but its promo item is hyaluronic acid.
That sounds like it's gonna burn your eyes.
No, people are always putting hyaluronic acid,
I
as
have no idea what that is.
Ava Longoria said in a commercial, hyaluronic acid. She puts it on her face.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do I put on my face?
A lotion?
If
Hotel
that.
lotion.
Hotel lotion.
From the Ramada Inn.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I want a green tinted hyaluronic acid vial that says The Substance on it.
All right. Love it.
Or maybe one of those pens that has green and it says The Substance. And when you like turn the pen upside down, the green elixir disappears. And then when you turn it right side up, the green elixir comes back.
Okay.
All right. One of those.
Done. When are you going to see this movie, The Substance? Is this an opening weekend movie in theaters eventually? You gonna wait for streaming, or have you seen all you need to see? It was an awesome trailer, and that's all I need to see.
You know, I'm pretty excited about this movie. I think I'll actually say in theaters opening weekend.
It's definitely an opening weekend movie for me as well. You know why? Because I already booked tickets.
Oh, he did for opening weekend?
Yeah.
All right. Well, spoiler.
Confirmed. Boom.
Spoiler alert. We already have tickets opening weekend. Thanks, Tony. Cool.
Yeah, so done and done. Settled.
Done and done.
No need to really argue for that one.
Last thoughts, Tony. What are your last thoughts for The Substance?
My last thoughts, I'm excited to see Demi Moore, and hopefully she gets to do some like really kind of crazy body horror and some emotional breakdown, and maybe she gets to like punch Dennis Quaid's character in the face or something like that.
Okay, I want to say, if that does not happen, if Dennis Quaid's character doesn't get punched in the face or somehow marred in this movie, I will be disappointed. So Demi Moore, she was funny in Corporate Animals, but I really want to see her rage out, have that great cathartic rage moment in this movie. That would be amazing.
Yeah. And Margaret Qualley, she can just, I don't know, wear those wedgie butt pants.
She's been great too. She had a small but funny role in Poor Things at the end of Poor Things. So I think she's going to be great in this as well.
Maybe she ends up being some sort of psychopathic killer, and she rages out on a bunch of people too. And there's just a lot of rage happening.
If Margaret Qualley and Demi Moore's character are the same person, do you think they can meet while being like cognizant of it? And then they'll like rage out on one another?
That could be a fun scene too. All right, I guess we'll find out opening weekend because we already have our tickets to go see this movie.
Yeah, so when are you going to see this? What kind of merch would you want? Would you put green hyaluronic acid on your face if you got it as a merch file?
Would you be cool with a younger, hotter version of yourself busting out of your back?
Would you be cool if you busted out of your older ego's back and you're like, what? Where did I come from? How would you feel about that? All right, lots of questions. Please answer them. If you like what you've heard today, please subscribe, like, give us a rating, give us a comment, whatever you want. No rules.
No rules. Send us some mail.
Send us a mail,
email, telegram.
Piece of mail in the mail. And thank you for watching and or listening. This has been another episode of
Got It.